It's kind of hard to follow the doctor from a while ago, but I'll give it a shot. Hi, I'm Keith, Kim's father. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Although it's overwhelming to give my daughter away, it is also satisfying to know that she's marrying one of the greatest men that I've ever met. Those of you who've known Kim for a long time knows she's a little headstrong. Even when she was a little girl, when you'd call Kim, if she didn't want to come, she was digging her heels in. So I found out that she loved to see the neighbor's dog Maynard. So I would start to call Maynard, and Kim would come with the biggest smile, beaming of happiness to see that little dog. But from today forward, to see that amazing smile and overflowing happiness, I will just call her Mrs. Mike Gilly. A toast to Mr. and Mrs. Gilly.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you all for coming and making this day a very wonderful and spectacular day for us. I could not have asked for anything more. I'm gonna keep this sweet or short. So, my family, thank you for putting up with me for 30 years and, helping me get to where I am today. Kim's family, thank you for helping, shape her into the woman that I love and, that I'm married today, and I'm glad to be a part of your family now. I'm just gonna, give a short introductions to, Michelle and Tyler are, main helpers for this, and everybody else that helped with the wedding, and our entire Ninja Squad. Thank you. So.
Hi, I'm Michelle. Kim is my best friend and sister. I have known her for 12 years. We met at McDonald's when we worked in the pit together. We bonded together and had a weird but instant connection. I knew I could never get rid of you, and we would be best friends forever. Even though I've tried. She has tried many times, I promise. I thought I was just getting a job, and instead I got a sister. We have been through heartache, pain, and people like Emily Gilmore. Even a few life and death situations. But through it all, we've been there for each other. We have always shared everything. When you hurt, I hurt. When you are happy, I am happy. We like the same movies and TV shows. We seem to know just what to watch and when to watch it. Mike and Kim fell in love over their many fandoms and video games they both enjoy. I have seen a wonderful change in her since she has been with Mike. She smiles more, her anxiety is better, and she believes in herself more than she ever has. Mike is always there to listen and understand. He knows what she's thinking and feeling and is always focused on making her happy. He is her rock. They are and will always be the perfect couple. I'm glad that he will be a part of both of our lives. I know Mike will be a great husband and Kim will be a wonderful wife. I love you both.
So at this point, I think I'm the last person speaking before everybody gets to eat. So part of that is I agreed to keep this short because for those of you that know me, I can get kind of long-winded, so. Yeah. Thank you. So, all right, so when Mike asked me to be his best man, I thought to myself, oh good, I get to write a speech. Problem with that is, as you can see what I have right here in front of me, I've got about 13 different speeches that I've written over the course of the past year, and it has not been easy. So mainly because I wanted to get the right thing for you, buddy. So one of the things I looked up was the definition of the word awesome. Okay, by definition, awesome means extremely impressive, inspiring, or excellent. Okay, and that's what you are, Kim. You are awesome. You've done more for him than anybody could have thought. Okay, so Mike and I have known each other for a little over 10 years. So we actually met at school. Actually, several of us along this line met Mike in school, even going down that side of the line. Met Mike going to school. We all were actually originally, we hope to be video game designers. So there's a lot of theme going on here tonight, all right? So, however, that didn't seem to pan out for any of us necessarily, but it kind of put us all together, you know, and that's, again, that's what also helped bring these two together. So, over the years, Mike and I have had some pretty interesting adventures, you know, just running off to date. Let's see, hold on. 2007, several of us went to a convention in Philadelphia, which was awesome, you know, trying to make the dream come true. 2010, Mike was in my wedding, and that was an adventure he helped me with. 2013, Mike and I traveled cross-country together from Arizona back to Missouri, which, that is a long time to be in the car, buddy. I love you. With 2 dogs. It was not as glorious as it sounds. But also in 2013, when we got back from that trip, that was one of the first times I met Kim. You know, I got back to where they were at. That was the first time I met her. And, you know, we hung out for a while. Granted, it had been a long car drive, but we hung out for a while. And really, it came down to the interaction. You know, the way you guys immediately seemed to complement each other. Now, granted, you guys had been dating a little bit before I actually got to meet you, but even still at that point, the way you guys complimented each other was a way that I've never seen anybody compliment him. Nobody. So, at that point, I kind of figured, I bet a little bit of money on it. Motez, you owe me $10. So, I made it while you were asleep. It's okay. So, you know, kind of fast forward, you know, to a couple years ago. You know, I was in town again. That's when Mike proposed, and again, that was a pretty sweet night. Huh? I don't know what she's talking about, but all in all, the one thing that occurred to me, you know, when he got down on one knee in his living room and proposed to her, the first thing that occurred to me, and it occurred to several other people too, was, it is about dang time. There is not a single person, anybody sitting at this table or sitting out here, could see either of you ending up with except for each other. Last thing, I promise. So, something I looked at. So, happily ever after is not something everybody gets, but it's something that most people look for. And so that's what you guys have kind of found is your happily ever after. So, moving forward, you're no longer player 1 and player 2. You know, you're no longer taking turns in the video game. You know, you guys have entered into a never-ending, you're on your own private server co-op at this point. You know what I mean? As stated earlier, you got a tank and you got a heal. So, congratulations. If anybody got a drink, you know, raise your glasses up. I have a toast for the happy couple. So, to Mike and Kim.